Alright, so today we're going to get this ZF bolted onto the back of the Hemi and slid into the truck so we can start cutting up the floor and building the cross member and figuring out where our shifter is going to be. And then, if that goes well, hopefully it only has to go in one more time and we'll be done, because we're going to have to pull it out because we got some little stuff to finish. But yeah. Anyway, let's get to it.
Well, here we go, let's get those wheels out on the road. It may get dusty, but that's the way she goes. We'll build some greasy old cars and drink our AGD. Hey, don't you know, it's Barkley built.
I should mention, just as a side note, you may have noticed our intro video changed and there's a new song. Really good friend of Steven's, friend of the channel, just messaged us up and said, hey, can I write you guys a song for an intro video? And we said, sure, go ahead. So I think he did a bang up job, but let us know what you think, guys. So we're idiots and we forgot to film putting the engine and tranny in. It's just a test fit anyway. We got the transmission hanging down right now. Steven's marking the floor and we're gonna get a hole drilled in the floor. How you doing down there, Steven?
Oh, pretty good for now.
Cutting it from above or below?
Cut it from above. Yeah, they'd be perfectly straight edges.
Well, I was going to give you the straight edge. Is that the only part of the tranny that's sitting?
For now, we'll see where it gets to once we lift it.
So most people would use a straight edge and do this, but we're talking to Steven here.
We ain't friggin' pro fabricanators.
What do you want? A grinder?
I'll take an angle grinder. Should be good enough. Alrighty, well let's get the lopping a hole in here.
You're gonna shoot sparks at my face, aren't you, you jerk?
I mean, now that you say it, I will.
I'm gonna keep the dog going.
Just start showering the camera.
Hey look, there's a transmission in there. Just beat the crap out of your fender. Hey look, a tranny. A dirty tranny. She's gotta come a ways yet, bud. Oh, you gotta do some more cutting. You're hitting there.
Are we hitting that? Like the whole fucking... Okay.
Just that corner.
Okay.
Just let it down a little bit and notch that and then just bend it back.
Yeah, luckily we got some room. Ah! As I just sliced myself.
Well, that's what you get when you don't clean up your cuts.
Who does the cleanup cut when they're still doing fit and finish?
Me, because I don't like cutting myself. I cut my finger somehow since I've been here, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. If you're afraid to cut yourself, you shouldn't be at the trade.
Fair enough.
Where's the buffer? Yeah.
You destroy that or what? Hang on, lens clean because it's probably dusty.
Okay, let's see where this fits now.
Can't believe you would just perform such sacrilege to your floor. Oh, hitting.
Yep. Why aren't we listening to the fucking cassettes?
Camera.
Okay, so it's hitting there. So we have to.
And my cassette players just wore out.
Okay, so I gotta trim it.
I've had that thing since the 90s.
Obviously. It plays cassettes. I don't think you could even buy a fucking cassette player anymore.
Oh, you could if you were looking for
Special
one.
order that shit.
If you were looking for one, you could.
It's like getting a Walkman.
I had a tape and I had a Discman.
I'm gonna yeah.
I had Walkmans. I had Panasonic versions of Walkmans with the dual shock or anti-shock, whatever they call it.
Oh, so it wouldn't skip?
It was partially rubber coated. You could damn near throw it against the wall.
So, Jonas, did you ever
we had
experience like
earphones?
cassette players with like headphones and shit in your childhood?
The earphones we had.
You did not. You fucking young buck.
My great uncle.
We're not that far apart.
I know, but I experienced that shit.
My second cousin, my mom's cousin, is pilot for Air Canada. He gave us like Air Canada headphones, and those were our headphones, but we couldn't afford to buy any.
We rocked like the factory ass Sony shitty little plastic band and the garbage foam headphones.
I know
Those. That's why I
That's
rocked
how-
the cassette and
That's
we.
how those Air Canada ones were. They
it
clipped
came.
on your ear, and it was only like one ear.
Oh, it did. Mine didn't clip on. It was proper headphones, but like garbage quality.
Yeah,
They
but-
came with the cassette player, and when our parents bought us the Walkmans, they didn't come with headphones, and we were still stuck using those other ones. But that's the thing. They might have been shit, but they lasted goddamn
yeah.
well. Like that was the thing. Back in the day, things
I
lasted.
don't even know what happened to mine. I think I was just getting rid of stuff when I thought I was moving to the studio.
Okay.
Need your coveralls, Mike? Can I use them for him? The little fucking princess probably doesn't want
Where we
to
hitting?
fucking lay on.
It's just rubbing on your cut. Okay, well, that's as high as you're going to be able to go. You know how the old Dodges, the shifter was off to the side? And the opening was in the side. My Dart was that way. How close are we to level?
Not even close.
Oh, but the truck is sitting uphill too.
But no, even reference roughly to the fenders were right out.
So what are you thinking? We can shorten the engine mounts and we'd be okay. How's the
that
tail
right?
shaft look?
Oh, it'll probably be tipping down. Either that or we cut out more of the transtone.
It's your call, it's your truck, man. I'm just worried about the drive shaft. Because I don't want to build a whole tunnel the length of the cab.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Let's take a peek where we're at on that. Yeah, for the drive shaft, we can lift it up. Like an inch. So I cut up to there. I think this will give me enough room.
Alright, drop it and cut it and we'll see. If that doesn't do it, we're taking an inch out of your engine mounts.
Yeah.
It might be pretty close for the engine mounts, though. Taking an inch out?
Yeah, because I'm almost afraid of that.
Like that's not even 2 fingers there.
That's kind of shitty thing. Like it's getting to a point, if we have to keep doing that, we're almost stuck having to do rear sub.
Yeah.
But we'll see what this gets us.
Low scale mismatch paint, body part.
Oh, like I'm not painting it for a long time.
No, I meant for the trans tunnel like they did on the Super Sammy.
Which is this, sorry?
For the trans tunnel. Just building it out of like...
Oh, random
chunks of-
car hoods and shit.
Yeah, random colors, tacking it in, stitch welding. All right, up she goes, brother. You're touching at the back. Like your drive shaft must be touching.
That's physically it's about as high as we can get her. So
I think
that'll
your
be
drive shaft's touching.
fine here.
Like your output shaft.
Nope.
What's hitting?
There's nothing touching the back.
Something was touching.
Nothing at the back.
Sounded like it. How level is the engine?
Oh,
That's
There's
almost livable, Steven.
there's a tip.
This thing actually at a slight angle would be okay. So we put our angle finder on the frame here and I zeroed it. And then we put it up on the intake. And I don't know how well I can get this on the camera.
Sitting solid 3 degrees.
We are sitting at bang on 3 degrees. And the tranny's actually down a little bit from where we can be. We can probably come up 1/2 inch on the transmission.
Yeah, about 1/4 inch.
1/2 inch. So we'll probably be around 2.5 to 3 degrees, which
Reckon should be fine.
it's close enough for the gals I roll with. How about you?
Should be good.
All right. So we're gonna do a couple more notches in the floor, and we're gonna build our cross member while we got it in position, and then we're gonna pull the whole thing back out. All right. So we just pulled the heater box and the dash back out, and Steven got the hole drilled in the firewall, and we cleaned it up and we painted it for the harness to go through. So as soon as the paint dries, we're gonna put the harness through so we can put the heater box back in. All right, we're gonna get started getting this harness in here.
Start feeding you through.
I guess the fat guy's got to climb up. Oh, not jumping on that. Ah, just wait. Actually, you can feed it through without my help.
I guess it's not.
Yeah. We got lots of harness here. We're good, man.
Goody.
We got more than enough.
Alrighty, so here I'm just cutting off the runners that'll run down the frame, bolt up the frame here. I'll get these hacked out, drill some holes, mount them in, and do some measuring for the rest of the cross member. Alrighty, so now we're gonna get the pieces drilled up that will mount to the frame. Just gotta claw up a couple holes in these things and go from there. Oh, I cocked that up.
Aren't they this far apart,
Cocked that up.
Steven?
They are, but actually they're this far, the bottom ones. But I cocked that up. I measured
Oh, that
it
is the
to-
bottom, isn't it? Yeah.
I measured it 3 1/4 from the outside, not the actual bolt hole. Son of a day. Whatever, so that's just weight reduction on that bolt.
Yeah. Speed hole.
There, this one might be a little proper and closer.
We don't hide our mistakes. Because we're not machines, we're human. We make lots of mistakes.
Just a couple. Heck yeah. See if you see the bolt in there. Alrighty, so this is gonna be the cross piece that goes onto the actual tranny mount itself. And then we'll figure out the side angles and go from there. Alrighty guys, so underneath of it, this would be kind of hard to show you on this, but we got the transmission crossmember here, or yeah, transmission mount here, and those legs I put on the frame rail. They run the length of the frame rail right about here and here. So now I just got to figure out what this bar is. I'm doing this one first, and then the driver's side bar I'll do after. So to do that, I just measured from this point here to the relative spot directly up from here, and the measurement here was 10 inches. And from this height here down to the actual top of that crossmember piece was 3 1/4. So using the old Pythagorean theorem crap, I can figure out this was 10.51 bunch of numbers for that length. And also using that math, and I can't remember, I used Google for this part. So I can figure out that it's 18-degree cut up here and a 72-degree cut down here. And that should get me the right angle to get this all mounted. So we're gonna go over to the chop saw and give her a try and see what happens. Alrighty, so I got the next measurements from this lovely procedure. So that's how we did that.
Are the angles the same?
No. So now on this one, we gotta go, it is now an 11.15 inch long running piece. And the angles are now 13 77, so I'll reset this up and get some pieces cut.
All right, so now that we got the cross member made, we threw the exhaust manifolds on, and we have to notch the driver's side frame. So we marked the frame for that, and we're gonna rip this engine back out now because we got a little bit of work left to do the transmission, and we'll get it ready to throw it in.
So there she goes.
Right? Better steady. There we go. We got the transmission pulled back out, and we split it back off the Hemi because we're going to reseal the input on the transmission and just make sure everything's good to go. We'll probably fill it up with oil before we install it too, just to make it easier. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we got a Facebook page at Barkley Built on Instagram and Barkley Built Facebook page. We're always posting there, me more than Steven, but we try anyway. Thanks for watching guys, catch us next week.